Hey folks, it's Russ. Today is Sunday, April 6, 2025. I hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to tell you about something that happened to me today. And basically, the number one reason why I just got a new referral. All right. It's so easy to do. So if you're looking for ways to get more referrals into your business, then you're going to want to do this one simple thing. Okay. But before I get started, I just want to make sure everything's streaming properly on my end. And as always, if you're tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're watching the replay, use hashtag replay. And if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And click that notification bell so you're notified each and every time I upload a new video. All right, so everything is good. All right, so I'm just going to, well, if you've never seen any of my videos, you know, I've been working in the work from home space for the last 18 years. I've been working full time for myself since 2018, and I'm super passionate about helping people make mailbox money. All right, make money online. So I, in my own personal opinion, I don't believe there's any other profession or opportunity or job out there that is more rewarding than helping other people supplement or replace their income and being able to stay at home with their families, having more time freedom. Okay. So the story today, I had somebody who reached out to multiple people. All right. They came across an opportunity that I'm a part of. They reached out to multiple people in the opportunity, and one of them happened to be me. And I saw that I had missed a call when I stepped out of my office here today. And I was only out for 2 minutes, but of course that's when somebody called me, and I got a message from this particular person, and they just told me that they were interested in learning more about the opportunity and would like me to call back. No problem. I called them right back, and we had a great conversation. I probably spent maybe 35, 40 minutes on the phone with this person, and they told me that I was the only person who had called back. Okay. And this person, by the way, today wasn't the first day they reached out to people. All right. They had reached out to people all week long. And today was the first time they had somebody actually respond back to them. All right. The person did say that they had one other person set up a time to call, and that person never showed up. They never called. Okay. So I was the person who got back to them right away after our phone conversation. And me answering all their questions, the person signed up underneath me, and it was simple as that. All right. They were super happy that they reached somebody who was there, able to answer their questions, and they just felt good about that. And that's the point of this video, is that I always talk about consistency and how you have to stay consistent to do well in anything in life, right? But particularly the work from home space. If you want to grow a big, huge empire, you have to stay consistent. You can't just show up when you feel like showing up. You have to show up every day, whether you want to or not. But something I rarely talk about is customer service. Okay. Customer service is just as important as staying consistent. If you want to build a huge business, you want to make yourself available to those reaching out and seeking help. Okay. It doesn't mean that you have to spend hours on the phone with anybody. But when somebody reaches out to you, the best thing you can do for yourself and for your business is to get back in touch with that person. All right. Even if they don't join you, even if they take up 10 or 15 minutes of your time and you answer all the questions that they have and they don't join you, they're going to remember you. All right. So the next time they might be looking for an opportunity, they'll come back to you. Okay. I've had it happen before. I've spent way back in the day, I used to spend all my time on the phone with people. I would talk to people for hours sometimes, no joke, because I thought, wow, they'll join me. They'll end up joining me. And most of those people never ended up joining me. All right. They were just a bunch of tire kickers, fishing for information, which is fine. But now I don't do that. I don't spend hours on the phone with people. Okay. I don't mind having an initial phone call with somebody who's looking for, some answers to some questions that they have, but I do not spend very, very much time on the phone with people. All right. But the one thing I do is I always get back to them. All right. If somebody reaches out and sends me a text message with a question or an email with a question, or they call me and leave me a message, I always respond. That's the best thing that you can do for your business, aside from staying consistent, is follow up with people who reach out to you. All right. If you're not doing that, you're leaving money on the table and you're hurting your business. You're hurting your reputation. All right. There's not a lot of people in this industry, especially the big time marketers out there making a lot of money. They don't care about the little person. All right. They built their empire. They work on residual income that they're going to have whether you join them or not. And I'm not saying all of them. There's some great big time leaders out there who I know that are just awesome. All right. But the majority of them, they don't care. They make their money. So the number one, how you doing, John? Thanks for hopping on here. So it's just, small actions like that, reaching back out to people, makes a huge impact all the way around for your business. Okay. Let's see. I have a comment here. How you doing, Kevin? Thanks for hopping on here. Kevin is down in Lakeland, Florida. Excellent. I appreciate you. So you want to be reachable. Okay. You want to be reachable. You want to follow up, and you want to provide real value and support to anybody who's looking for answers, and particularly those who join your team, those who join you in one of your opportunities. You want to make yourself available. All right. You don't want to be taken advantage of. You don't want to be having, 5 phone calls a day that last an hour apiece. Right. But you want to set people up so that they can have success. Okay. And once you get bigger, once you start growing your business and you have people reaching out to you all the time, like I do, you can start your own coaching business. Right. Or you can do phone consults. So where people are paying you for your time, and you should be paid for your time. You should be paid for your time. I always say an initial phone call for a half hour, 45 minutes, nothing wrong with that. If somebody's serious and they have a lot of questions, no problem. You want to make sure that you get your referrals going. You want to set them up for success. You want to give them, the proper tools, and especially if they're new, you want to set them up for success. But if they want any additional above and beyond support, don't be afraid to, you can charge. Your time is worth something too. Okay. So you can set up phone consults. You can do coaching. You can do all different things that, you're going to get paid for your time. And there's nothing wrong with getting paid for your time. Don't ever feel guilty for charging somebody for your time, especially if you know what you're doing, right? You want to work with somebody who is where you want to be. Okay. So if you're in the make money online space, and you want to start making a full-time income from home, you want to follow people who are making full-time incomes from home. Right? They say success leaves clues, and that's what you want to do. You want to follow people who are doing exactly what it is that you're doing, or people who have exactly what you want. Okay? So I just wanted to tell you that story because, if you're building an online business right now, you don't have to overcomplicate things, but you want to be present. All right? You don't want to be some hack job who's just making a video once in a while trying to sell every shiny object that comes through the marketplace, right? You want to be out here. You want to show up every day. You want people to see that you're taking massive action, and you want to stay consistent, and you want to provide customer support. All right? Because that's who people want to work with, especially people just starting out. It's so easy to get information overload in this industry. And that's part of the reason why so many people quit right away. All right. So be a good sponsor, be a good mentor, show up, and don't just talk the talk, but walk the walk. Okay. Exactly. Envision money and it will be yours. That's right. Thanks for hopping on here. I appreciate you. So that's it for this video. I wanted to keep it super short tonight, but I just wanted to share that story with you. You just never know. You never know who it is that is reaching out, right? It could be somebody who joins your business and goes ahead and brings in 100 people to your business. So always be present, always show up, always provide great customer service. And I guess that's it for this video. So I appreciate John being on here, Kevin being on here, Envision Money being on here. All of you who watch the replay, thank you so much. You're helping me and my channel grow, and I truly appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. So until then, stay well, be safe, and peace be with it. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching.